So, claim your power, a full moon ritual. This ritual is to help awaken the inner goddess or god that's inside of you. It's something I kind of curated, and it's something that I do in my own self care practice. So, it's something I want to share with you guys. Um, a little bit about me. I am a 29-year-old healer, certified yoga instructor, a creator, and I consider myself to be a goddess. It is my mission to help people uplift themselves and find their authentic self. Um, that's just a little bit about me. I like to do meditations. I like to help people feel like they're more aligned with their purpose here on earth. Um, I really believe this is something I live by. Unlocking your authentic self is the key to claiming your own inner personal power. I think that everyone has their own power to create their reality, their own personal power to create situations to help magnify or manifest what it is that they want to see and project into the world. But we are taught to do other things. Um, for example, I like to think that everyone is born their authentic self. Like when you look at children, you just see the way that they act, the way that they are. That is them in their true authentic form. And then influence causes us to change, to create a false beliefs or limiting beliefs about ourselves. And influence can be anything from media to parents to anything that can influence how we see ourselves and how we view ourselves and our place in the world. So it can kind of have us condense our authentic selves in order to fit in and project what we want into the world. So the ritual that we will be doing is about um, claiming and acknowledging your doubts and fears and insecurities and limiting beliefs, acknowledging your doubts and fears. And once you acknowledge what you're afraid of or what you're doubtful about, you then have the power to change it. Um, I kind of wrote the same thing twice, and I just realized that I don't know why it says the same thing twice, because it's not what I wrote. But basically, acknowledging your fears and doubts helps you overcome them. Once you overcome them, then you have the power to change them. Once you change them, then you realize that you are in your own authentic power and you have the power to create and project and manifest what it is that you want. Remember who you are before the bullshit happened to you. That's what I like to say. So at this moment, we're going to cleanse, clear, and I'm going to center our space, and then we can begin our ritual. I have Paleo Santo here. If you have something and your space, whether it's sage, whether it's rosemary, whether it's a spray, whatever you have to cleanse and clear your area, you can do it now while you recite the words that are on the screen. Um, we cleanse and clear any energy that is unwanted from this space. Let it be removed, sent down into earth to be transformed into love. We center ourselves into this space in a moment to reclaim our truest and most authentic selves. And so it is. I usually like to say it 3 times. Ooh, someone's joining us. Welcome, Dawn. Just a FYI, Dawn, you can keep your uh, everything muted This is just a personal experience for you that I'm curating. And we are cleansing our space before I begin the ritual. Once I begin the ritual, I will not let anyone else in. I'm happy you were able to make it. So we're removing any unwanted energy. Anything that you need with you at this moment, 2 sheets of paper, a lighter, a bowl, because we will be lighting something on fire, so something to catch ash or to drop the lighted piece of things into a bowl for safety purposes. And I think that's it, and a pen or a pencil. And we're cleansing the space and we're saying the words on the screen. We cleanse and clear any energy that is unwanted from this space. Let it be removed and sent down into earth to be transformed into love. We center ourselves in the space and moment to reclaim our truest and most authentic selves. And so it is. We cleanse and clear any energy that is unwanted from this space. Let it be removed and sent down into earth, transformed into love. We center ourselves into this space and moment and reclaim our truest and most authentic selves. And so it is. Taking a moment to connect with your breath, to connect with your life force, feeling centered and rooted. I ask that you open yourself up for this experience. Open yourself up to trust what comes up and trust the process. Okay, so what is holding yourself back? What is holding you back? What are your fears, your doubts, or your limiting beliefs? For me, I wrote one of each. I don't think I wrote a fear, but I think I have a fear, and I'll share that with you guys later. But one of my doubts is that no one really would ever care about anything that I create. What I create, my creations don't matter. That is me doubting my energy, doubting my power. I feel like I'm wasting my time when I do things like this, like creating this whole PowerPoint. I felt like what's the point of me doing this? But then that is a doubt that you have. That's a doubt that I have. A limiting belief is that I will never be able to start my own business. Like it's too much for me. I feel too overwhelmed. I limit myself with what I can do because I feel like when I think about what I want to do, I'm like, oh, I can't reach that. And so I just kind of dumb everything down instead of allowing myself to just try to reach the goal that I can set. So that's me limiting myself. Um, Let me drink some water while I think of the fear that I have for you guys. I guess a fear that I have would be that I'll never be able to just work for myself. I'll always I'll die working for someone else or working to make someone else rich as opposed to just having equity and having things to that can be a fear. Like I'm afraid of being able to be wealthy or what will come with that wealth, if anything. So what I would like for you guys to do in this moment, you can pause the video if you're watching this playback, because I'm making this as a playback. But you can write down your doubts, your fears, and your limited beliefs. Really, don't hold back anything. Allow whatever to come up in this moment and in this space, and just kind of trust it. So you guys can do that now. I am. I give you guys like one more minute to write them down. And don't worry, if you attended this, I can email you this and you can always come back to it and redo it at a later time. But continue to write down everything. And you guys have like one more minute. I had beautiful music for you guys, but it's just not working. I don't know if you guys can hear the music. And I feel like when I try to kind of, my internet starts to lag. I am everything. Can you guys hear the music? I wanna be. Like maybe I just can't hear it on my end. I have everything I need. I am everything I wanna be. I have everything I need. I am everything I wanna be. My computer was muted. I have everything I need. I am everything I wanna be. I have everything I need. All right. I am everything I wanna be. I have everything I need. I am everything I wanna be. Finish up what you're writing. I need. I am everything I wanna be. I have everything I need. I am everything I wanna be. I have everything I need. I am everything I wanna be. I have everything I need. And at this time, you guys can stop writing. All right. Thank you. I just saw your message. All right. So now it is time for you to burn what you wrote. So take the paper. And for me, I usually roll it up. So I roll it away from me or fold it away from me because the things that you wrote on the paper, you do not want them. You want them to go away. You don't want these fears or doubts. You don't want these limiting beliefs. So you're folding the paper away from you because it's not something that you want. And I do that like every time after I get it like this, I turn it this way, fold it away from me, and I fold it away from me. Now you can roll it up too. It depends on what you have as your container. The bigger the container, like I just have a small little dish. So that's why I have a small paper. But you can roll it up, whatever you feel most safe doing. If you have something like I'm using tweezers, but while you're burning your beliefs, limiting beliefs, fears away, you can say what is on the screen, repeat the words to yourself. And we can do that now. I burn away any doubts and beliefs that no longer serve me. I acknowledge that they are no longer a part of me. I release them now, and so it is. And I usually repeat this while the paper burns. I burn away any doubts, fears, beliefs that no longer serve me. I acknowledge that they are no longer a part of me. I release them now, and so it is. I burn away any doubts and beliefs that no longer serve me. I acknowledge that they are no longer a part of me. I release them now, and so it is. And I just let that burn. Yeah, burning away. Yes, it's burning. I like when things burn. Fire! And allow those intentions to burn. At this time, once your beliefs, your false beliefs have been burnt away, I invite you to get into a comfortable position, laying down or sitting. And I am going to play a song for you guys and guide you. Okay, my music. There we go. Finding a comfortable position, either sitting down, laying down, taking a deep breath, the deepest breath that you've taken all day, inhaling deeply, exhaling and sighing out, feeling your body become very relaxed, very open to traveling on this journey. Feeling your shoulders relax, your back relax, your jaw. Feeling a sense of ease and comfort washing over you in this moment. I want you to envision yourself, your future self, to 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Be open to whatever pops up in this moment. Your future self is happy. They're in a place that you find comforting, a place that you see yourself. You take a moment to acknowledge and take in the atmosphere where you are. You watch your future self do your future job, the future family that you always wanted, your future self is traveling to all the places that you've always wanted to see. Your future self feels fulfilled, aligned. You take a moment to take all of that in. You feel a sense of connection to this future self. You feel a sense of alignment with this future self. You feel at peace watching this future self. Taking a moment to acknowledge all that your future self has accomplished. Taking a deep inhale. You embrace your future self. And as you guys hug tight, your future self is absorbed into you. You feel yourself start to glow as you absorb your future self and all the knowledge, all the accomplishments that your future self has aligned with. Taking a deep inhale, you slowly start to travel back to the space that you're in now. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. You feel a smile come onto your face, knowing that you have just visited your future self. When you're ready, you can open up your eyes and bring yourself back into the space. I hope that you guys enjoyed that journey to see your future self. And now we're going to write a letter to our future selves. I do want to be mindful of time. I only have like maybe 3 minutes. Unfortunately, I do have the free version, but do not worry. This playback will definitely be given to you guys so that you can come back and revisit this ritual. But you can write a letter to your future self. Write a letter to yourself from your future self's point of view. You can talk about the goals that you have accomplished. Talk about why you set the goals that you achieved, and then how you've achieved each goal that you set. By doing this, it's called a manifestation technique. And by writing from the form of your future self, you're writing in the sense that these things have already happened. So it's kind of like claiming what you want. So for example, my goal is I own my own yoga studio. And the way that I did that was that I applied for grants and I got my LLC, and I literally write out a letter of what goals I did, how I achieved them, and the steps that I did, like what mini goals did I set? How did I reach this amazing goal? And it can be from your future self. It doesn't have to be from your future self from 10 years or 5 years. It can be from your future self of next week. Like, hey, I cooked breakfast every day this week and I packed my lunch. It can be a future self like that. You can start small and do something big. It doesn't have to be a huge, huge thing. But That's what ultimately the manifestation portion of this ritual will be, is you writing a letter to yourself from your future self, talking about all the wonderful things that you've accomplished in your life. Um, how can you make your letter a reality? After you're done writing your letter, you want to focus on your time and energy on what you can do to manifest whatever it is that you wrote in that letter. And when you're done with that letter, you can fold it up. Make sure you fold it coming towards you and folding it towards you. So that, because these are things that you want to bring into your life and welcome into your life. You have the power to live the life that you want. So it is so. It's always, you always have the power to manifest your dreams. You always have the power to do everything that you want to do. And thank you so much for showing up for yourselves. And this ritual, I'm happy that you were able to burn away all of your false beliefs. And I am